There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Look at New Orleans. Now here's Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
You know, players look for key moments in a game, RJ, and Grayson Allen seems to have a knack for finding them.
Oh, he sure does. When I think about Allen, I see him hitting in late clock situations or solidifying a run or a comeback. When it matters most, he is ready. It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Now, Fears. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Fears.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Fears. Here's Ivy. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Castle. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. And the Suns call their first time out of the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And a miss there off the inbound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
From deep, Green. Pelicans with the rebound. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
First team foul.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And Ivy no good on that one.
One shot.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
Castle, no one around him. Pass to Malawach. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Bay. Fears with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Here's Ricochet. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Castle. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
He takes it in. It's blocked.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Ivy, no one around him. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona's a great choice.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Substitution hit. For New Orleans. Arenas with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for Arenas. It's deflected. And here they come. Here's Castle. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Castle's got 8. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
Pelicans trailed by 8. And here's Arenas. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. It's over Brunson. No good from Arenas. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Whoa! With authority!
That is a monster finish.
Oh.
My goodness, Jaden Ivey. Mercy.
Brunson scanning the floor. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Pass to Green. .34 seconds left to play in the first. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Here's Arenas. Excellent D there from Williams.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Plays it up and banks it in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Got it up. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Suns lead by 12. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Arenas with the bucket. Arenas has got his first points of the night. And you think of the great shot creators, Richard, how underrated is footwork to what they do?
Oh, it's very underrated. It's not just big men. You look at guys like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, even going back to Kobe Bryant. Great footwork will always enable you to get off your shot.
Harris outside. Reza Shea in the corner. Pass to Bassi. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Reza Shea.
Yeah, if you give Reza Shea a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Green. And here's Brunson. This one for 3. Black grabs the board. Reza Shea with it. He has 5. Pass to Black. Now Reza Shea. Outside for Arenas. To the wing right side. Second chance effort. And there's the call on Reza Shea. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Suns leading by 10. Here's Castle. 8 points for him. From down in the low post, it goes. Bassi's got his first points in this one.
And you can tell Reza Shea has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
He gets it in there.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Phoenix foul. Malloy. First personal foul.
Pelicans shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. That one misses for Arenas. Pelicans trail by 8. Black in the post. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For New Orleans, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Pass to Castle. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Castle's got 10 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Back to Brunson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Castle. Shoots the three. Misi grabs the rebound.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Pelicans trailed by 5. 1:51 left now here in the second.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
On offense here are the Pelicans. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Castle. It's hauled in by Harris.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's Castle. Phoenix no good that time either.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Back to Green. 55 seconds left in the play here in the half.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Down low. Back to Black. Fears with it. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Misi. And Misi throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A free throw off from Harris.
A good percentage from here. Harris over 80% for his career.
Here's Fear. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
And, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Suns on top, up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite. You have to stay attached to connect. He's a terrific off-ball threat.
Now Fears. He has 6. Bangs home the trifecta. Fears has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Takes it inside. And slam dunk by Fears.
The assist.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Brunson with a clean look. Brunson from long distance.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. New Orleans in the lead. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Risacher. And the layup falls. Risacher's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, Risacher has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You've got to focus on the details.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Drills the three-pointer. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Risacher. He has 7. Ivy. Here's Messi. And Messi throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Here's Green, and it's Green shooting it down.
If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 5.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50. And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game. What? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Allen's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 4. And slam dunk by Fears.
And just making the extra pass. Good decision there by Carter.
Dunn wide open. He fires. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. From deep, Arenas. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Malawach. There's the pick to the inside. And no good that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Bassey. And it goes down 2 points. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
On the wing, Green. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Out to Harris. Pass to Black. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Bassey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 6. Castle with it. He's got 10. Back to Dunn. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Here's Black. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Pelicans lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come. 3/10 quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Now, Castle. Looking to end his cold spell.
All of Castle's hard work is paying off here. He just keeps finding ways to attack.
Pass to Rizachet. Out to the right wing. Now, Black. Here's Rizachet. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Bay wide open, and he fired. That 3 off the mark. To tie it up. Castle misses.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
The Suns call time.
Here they are, your Sun Panthers.
And the Pelicans making a change here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team, and coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Brunson, the bounce pass. Connect. No good. Drive. Here's Malawach. Pelicans with the rebound.
Number 3. First personal foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
On the way, Harris. Here's Ivy. And then Ivy with the jam.
It doesn't take much room. Ivy saw some daylight and just took off.
Back to connect. And stolen by Harris. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. On the wing, Arenas. Can't nail the jumper.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And he takes the feed in stride and steams it home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. New Orleans making a switch here. The Suns call time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston team.
It's stolen by Allen. One-on-one fast break. From deep, Green. Oh, they get it back. Another shot. And that one's good. Malawach. Now just a 2-point New Orleans lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And there's the three.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when you're rolling like this, watch out.
That one misses.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Got it to go.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Pelicans trailed by 3. Here's Harris. Rizachet with it. Ivy outside. The putback. Trying again. Five to shoot. From outside. Not that time. It won't go. And it's Phoenix's ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. The shot is good.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Suns lead by 5. For 3. The putback. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Got a piece of it. Ricochet with the steal. Another steal.
Third personal foul. First team.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. On offense here are the Pelicans. Ivy. Another shot. From deep. Goes up again. Now Ricochet. And down goes the three.
Coming up big. What poise from Ricochet on that clutch bucket.
Going inside. And he jams it in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
You know, let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Beyond the arc. It misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
It's the first that puts them up by 5.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's an 8-point game. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.